I'm going to be talking about my interacting math notebook. Here is my cover I chose. Since I'm doing second grade, I figured that was more acceptable. So inside you can see here is my notebook rules. These are some questions I would like the kids to ask themselves before they turn in to make sure that they are really done. Here are the North Carolina math standards for second grade. And I did front and back. And as you can see, I have labeled each page with a page number. I started the table of contents, so I made sure that they knew where their math standards were on page 1 and 2. They have a vocabulary page on page 5, and I did page 5 through 14, so they can do front and back of their vocabulary. And with this vocabulary, they have to draw a picture, input the word, and then they have to use it in a sentence. They would put their definition and synonym and antonym if there was one. And then you would flip through. So this would be like notes and part of their vocabulary. And then a math lab I chose was 2 and 3 digit expanded form with molybdens. They would have to use dice for this lab. So starting out, I would probably have a high student with a low student doing this this game. So starting out, they would have 2 dice. In the end, once they roll the dice, so in this example, that one person rolled a 4 and a 2, this person, and it comes out to 42, and then they do their expanded form, which would be 40 plus 2, and then break it down into the blocks. So they had 4 blocks, 4 10 blocks, and then 2 individual blocks, and it just continues. And then it would move into 3 digit, so then they would have 3 dice that they would roll in form, and then they would have to do in standard form, expanded form, and then their blocks. And then while I was at it, I found this video, this game, Chomping Gator. So here is their directions. And then you would have 2 different players. And then that's that. In the end, I have more lab pages available. So every time we do a lab, that it would be they can glue it to their pages. I have at the end of the book on page 197, they have their notebook grading rubric. And then I added math tools. So they have their ruler, there's a hundreds, tens, ones, there's a thousands, tens, ones chart, and then also have customary measurements. And then at the end, I have their unfinished homework, so they can slide their papers in here when they're not finished. And that's all of my interactive math notebook.